Hi everyone, Paul with Inspect the Best Wisconsin. I'm out doing a home inspection today. I'm going to walk you through the air conditioning side of what I do during an inspection. Okay, here's the unit I'm inspecting today. First thing I'm going to look for and be a little careful when it's running. See all the leaves and debris in there. I'm going to recommend that somebody come and either flush those out or use a leaf blower, blow them out of there. Get that unit nice and clean on the inside. Obviously make sure the unit is not running and it's shut down before you do that. And then same thing on the sides, make sure there's no leaves, debris, anything stuck on the sides of this. You want to make sure you have that good airflow all the way through. Next thing I'm going to look for is this pad underneath here. You want to make sure the unit is sitting as level as you can get it. The reason for that is you have your coolant lines on the back side. If this unit's not sitting level, when it runs, it'll wobble back and forth and you can risk cracking these lines, and then you have, obviously bigger problems with your fluid escaping, and then you're hiring an HVAC guy to come in and fix everything for you. Next thing I'm looking for, you got two lines. This one coming out here, this is your suction line. It's the bigger of the two. You want to make sure that you have a good level of insulation around there. This one you can see there's some gaps starting there. Just to make sure that that guy is well insulated, and then to make sure you got a good seal where everything goes into the house as well. Another thing we look for on the outside is the amp rating. We're going to go in and check this electrical service panel a little bit, but you see it's got a rating between 35 and 50. We're going to go in and check the service panel in a little bit and make sure that we got the right breaker size for this unit. Okay, here we are at the service panel. Find out what breaker it is. It's 31 and 35. Come over here. Here's your 3135, and we have a 35 amp breaker for the AC unit, which fits between the recommendations, the manufacturer's recommendations. All right, so here we are at the unit. One thing we're going to check for here is your condensate line, which is this line coming out the back. A little hard to see here. It goes under the unit, comes out to the backside into the floor drain. You want to make sure that there's no kinks in there. This one's a little dirty, but I checked it before, and there is actually some water coming through it, so there is good flow going through that guy. Okay, so your evaporator coil is actually located up in this area, up in the plenum up here. We're not going to be able to look at that because it's high efficiency furnace and we really don't have access to it without cutting a hole in there, and we don't want to do that. So the next thing we would do is we'd open the cabinet here, make sure there's no rust from the condensate dripping into there. Looked at this one before, it was good. And then the last thing you want to get to is your filter down here. Make sure we open that up, make sure the filter's nice and clean. If not, we'd recommend cleaning the filter as well. One of the last things we would do is we'd check a couple ducts in the house, make sure that we have cool air coming out of there. Obviously, more than just sticking your hand there, we take usually I use my infrared camera to make sure we got a good temperature reading and difference coming out of there, to make sure we got good flow throughout the house. I'd check other rooms, upstairs, all different levels of the homes to make sure we got good flow all over the home. So that is my quick little overview of home inspection and the AC side of it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this is not all inclusive. And one other thing I always recommend is every year is they have a tune-up by a professional HVAC company. So now that we're getting ready for heating season, get those guys in here, have them clean your units out, make sure they're ready to go for the spring, and hopefully temperature will warm up a little bit more and you can enjoy your AC system. If you ever have any questions, please let me know. This is Paul, Inspect the Best Wisconsin, 262-665-9990. Thank you.